Hey yo, it's me again. We're here in the cube and I want to have a chat to you about why it's important to contradict yourself. Now you may be thinking, contradict myself? What do you mean contradict myself? Do you mean like say, oh, my name is Fred, and then someone introduces you to Tim and say, hey Tim, my name's James. That's contradictory, right? Yeah, and I probably don't mean that, so just forget all about that. Forget about that whole introduction. It's important to always be contradicting yourself in here because you need to be thinking A, and then thinking, is A wrong? Maybe B. And then thinking, maybe B is wrong too. Maybe A can be fixed and tweaked and, oh, maybe. And then B comes back along and goes, maybe. And if you can even go as far as saying, oh, C says, A and B, I don't know, you guys are kind of... If you understand what I'm saying, and I'm pleased, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, I'll try to make it more clear because I struggle sometimes with clarity in expressing the ideas that come to my mind with others. So, having an idea arrives. Having an idea about the idea, you expand upon the first initial idea and you evaluate its validity, its appropriateness, its plausibility, etc., etc., etc. You get to a point of saying, yes, this idea is feasible, blah, blah, blah. Then it's also very important. It is additionally incredibly important to then think, how can it be impossible? What can be impossible about it? No, take that back. Forget I said that. If you have an idea, go for gold. Make it happen. What I really mean is beliefs, holding beliefs, having beliefs. Always thinking, is my belief a belief based in truth? Could I be wrong? What if the opposite of what I believe is true? There we are. We've arrived at what I really mean to say. Holding beliefs is like holding an iron cage around yourself. Being adamant that the cage is there will make the cage be very much there. If in fact you think, am I really holding an iron cage? Then the cage weakens and lightens, and you feel like maybe I am, maybe I'm not. And then you're given the opportunity to think, I'm not holding a cage at all, and you can drop the cage and walk forwards. Or you can say, yes, no, really I am holding a cage. So, it's important, even if you've got the muscles to hold a cage all day long, to question, am I really doing this? Is it really the truth? Is it really what is... Now, just as an aside, if you're not a fan of the truth and you like lies and deception, and you're into deluding yourself and an illusory lifestyle, then very well go ahead with not questioning your own beliefs and ideas, and definitely seek to reinforce the things you believe without wondering whether or not they could in fact be false or based in untruth. Sometimes I talk quickly as well, and sometimes I splur words together. That's sort of relevant, but probably mostly unnecessary for this video. But I'm not going to edit it out because I'm going to leave it in. And I'm going to leave it in because I am lazy and I don't want to edit this video at all. I want to just straight upload it. I want to be entertaining. I want to be engaging. And I think that having, even though they're not completely blah, 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 congruent or flowing or smooth or anyway, you get the whole package here. It's not about selling you this very precise refined package, this refined product. No. This is not that. This is me talking to a person who is many. Because, and I'll justify why I do these things, even though that's not really necessary, but as a human, I have a tendency, as many others might also do to create a story when I do things, to understand why I do the things and make a reason. So if anyone says, why do you do that things? You can say, I do these things because I... And as such, wow, this is great fun. It's like if you ride a motorbike along a train track and then you come to this big cliff jump, but then at the very last minute, you are holding a cage. And what happened? What even happened? The cliff jump. And you never get off that. You never get to the place. It's always like this little sidestep. Anyway, contradict yourself internally. Ask yourself, are my beliefs really based in truth? And if you get the resounding zing yes, then you know that you're just reinforcing your own beliefs. Try instead to think probably or perhaps, and leave yourself in the state of maybe I am holding an iron cage and maybe I'm not. Because conclusively knowing anything in this life is very difficult unless you want to pick a particular... It's not very difficult per se, but it takes exclusivity, it takes dissection of world and life as we experience it into the segmentation that we understand and explain it. For example, we created the idea of a Monday and a Tuesday, and therefore I can say conclusively that if today is Monday, that tomorrow will be Tuesday. However, this obviously is absolute and utter fantasy, make-believe. It may be based in some story that justifies that happening, but as I asked myself one time in the past, is it really Monday today? I have since been able to say, perhaps it is, perhaps it's not. If you're still watching, if you're still here, am I still here? There I am, I'm still here. If you're still here, appreciate it. Thanks for listening. You make this whole process for a reason.